Oh, shut up and listen to what I'm saying, because you don't know why I'm here.
So guys, I posted a video of Burkina-based youth confronting Macron, which is the president of France. And I've seen a lot of comments concerning that video.
Don't have again homes where we can live, because they are kicking us out of the houses. Now where to go? That's the question. It's a psychological genocide, physical genocide. They're destroying our business. They're beating us.
Without of that lady. You know, guys, this is what we need as an African. And please, let me tell you this. If you are an African and you are watching me right now, have time with me. I'm going to show you a video of South Africans chasing out their very African brothers from other countries. And the main agenda why they are doing this is because they are saying that these African brothers from other countries like Ghana, Nigeria, Cameroon, Senegal are taking their jobs from their hands. Okay, which is something that we need to sit down and talk about it. How did it happen that you are living in your own country? Someone who is coming to find something to eat is the one now taking your jobs from your hands. Please, can somebody explain to me? You live in your comfortable house. The visitor who is coming to visit you is now taking your key from your hands. I mean, your key to your own house. That tells you how you people
sleep here. Police officers are just across the road. Families, mainly women and children, say there's safety in numbers, and they are just outside the Home Affairs Department, a government office that's always guarded.
I don't want to use any word. You know what I'm about to say. I don't want to use any harsh word. But sometimes, let's call a spade a spade. South Africans are doing something that they are creating what we call enmity among their fellow African brothers. And if care is not taken, it will get to a point they South Africans themselves will find it difficult to move to another country because of what they themselves are doing right now to their fellow African brothers. Guys, it's very sad to come across such kind of things on our social media. You know, in our language, we used to say tetrema emperor, meaning tongue. You may die, but your very words will live until thy kingdom come. That's why our first president, Osajifo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, is no more. But every single word that was being uttered at that time is still alive. So every word that South Africans are proclaiming today, they should not forget. And to me personally, I am not surprised that my fellow brothers from South Africa are doing this. I am not surprised. I'm not much surprised. I will tell you why I'm not surprised. I am not surprised because all this thing that is going on, after my little research, I realize it is coming from somewhere. There is agenda. There is a system that has been programming over the years. But how they have made this system, it will be very hard for you to know that this thing that is happening is a script that is being fulfilled, that is being prayed to us today to watch. How did it start? If you have leaders who don't think for the youth, this is how it happens. And over the years, all African leaders don't think for the next generation. We normally say the youth are the next generation, but over the years, what are the steps? What are the measures are they doing for the youth after these leaders today are no more? What are the measures are we putting in place for these young ones that are coming? What system are we also creating for these young ones that are coming? So if I say I'm not surprised, I am not surprised because even till today, as we see whatever that we are seeing on this social media, what are we doing about it? Okay, so please, I think it is a time for Africans to come together. And anytime there is a setup, there is a plan.
Oh, shut up and listen to what I'm saying, because you don't know why I'm here.
It's a policy for Africans to come together. You will see this kind of things. And this thing that is happening, there is agenda somewhere that nobody have idea about it. But I know with time, all these kind of things will come to an end. Guys, let's watch this video. Let me know your opinion at the comment section.
Seen stupid South Africans who have not been to school before in their life and don't know their left from right. Illiterate baboons who are still living in 2026 as animals, hunting other human beings because in their head, somebody came to their country to take what belongs to them. But these same stupid, ignorant South Africans who drink their head off like raccoons see their own white people in South Africa and they are licking their butts like dogs. This is an issue that is not supposed to be treated with this kind of soft gloves. The government of the Republic of Ghana, the government of Ghana took the best decision. The interest they took is the interest of Ghanaians who live in South Africa. The government of Ghana is not like you people. It's not as stupid as the South African government that is not able to address issue to the core. The government of Ghana is not stupid to ignore SOS call from its citizens who at the end of the day are basically contributing economically to your selfish, lazy asses in South Africa. Julius Malema is just an actor. He's doing politics. He had two missions. The first one was to clean his country to the world, that it's not a country full of racist, black racists, ignorant black racists. And secondly, he wanted to look good in front of his political opponents. That is what Julius Malema was doing. The foolishness in the eyes of you South Africans, thinking that you know more than anybody, but you are the most daft people on this planet. Very lazy people, ignorant people who don't want to educate yourselves. What we have seen on social media, the kind of things we have witnessed, you this daft head who leads a group of ignorant fools in South Africa thinking you can go after black people while the same foolish white people in South Africa are treating you like dogs. You cannot convince me that what is happening in South Africa is not affecting other Africans. You have no moral rights. You foolishly go to bed at night in your mansion, in your stupid, corrupt mansions, while people are being chased out of their homes. Foolish man. Your people stay in cages and call it sheds. They are lazy. They drink like mad people. They rape your women and are lazy to work. People come to your country to build your economy, and you think you can set your human dogs on the street to go after hard-working Africans who are living legitimately in your lazy country. Who the fuck do you people think you are? And who do you think you can deceive here? Shameless people. Foolish people who think that they can always be licking the butt of the white man but see their other Africans as enemies. You are stupid. Go back to your foolish parliament and address the white people there and stop inciting your ignorant black South Africans from going after our brothers and sisters in your country. How many of you work? I have lived in South Africa before. I have stayed in South Africa for almost 2 years. You are the most laziest people on this planet. You live like dogs. You drink, you have sex, and you walk around like dogs with guns. You have no knowledge. If you people don't want anybody to live with you people, we understand. But do not come and act on TV and pretend as if you care. You don't fucking care. Your little head like Inzulenzu. And you sit there and you talk trash because you think this is another drama. You think this is another joke? The government of the Republic of Ghana, they respect its citizens, whether in Ghana or out of Ghana. They will protect every Ghanaian who is being abused in Ghana or out of Ghana. They are not like you dogs who think that every human being should be drinking, having sex, and fooling around. This is Ghana. We are not South Africa. This is going on for over months. And you people have done nothing about it because behind the scenes, you support the barbaric, stupid actions of your people on the streets. And you expect Ghanaians to reciprocate this same nonsense you are doing? Do you think the African continent is made up of animals like your grandfathers and your grandmothers and your granddaughters who are walking on the street aimlessly like animals? You need to reason up. South Africa cannot develop alone. None of you guys can build South Africa. You people are too daft to understand. That is why the white people...
If they feared for their lives, they wouldn't be here. Remember, they left their countries because they feared for their lives, didn't they? Now, if they fear for their lives, what's stopping them from going to the next country? Why are they still fighting to be in South Africa? If you fear for your life and you're an immigrant, this is the best time to go back home. I need to fear for your life. You ran away from your country because you feared for your life. Why are you fighting in South Africa? What are you fighting for? Because it's not your country. Go back and fight in your country or find another country to go to. We also have our own problems now. We've got many problems.
People always treat you like dogs because you have failed to use your conscience to understand that now you will need people to help you liberate yourselves. When you people wanted power from the white man, you were walking around like dogs seeking the help of other Africans. Today, you make your shiny face like a rat living in KwaZulu-Natal, telling us nonsense. A stupid brat. You people need to talk to your people. If we all decide to go after your people around Africa, do you think any of your guys will live? The stupidity of a stupid South African. We know where you people are coming from. We know the help we gave you people where you were in the dark. We know how you were treated, how we came together to put money together to save you, your dirty asses. Today you go after other Africans and pretend you know nothing about it. You are a bunch of fools and you can never survive as black South Africans. I'm telling you, it's a fact. The white South African will always control you people because you were even told in the past that when you eat fish, your teeth will come out. That is how weak-minded some of you black South Africans are. The white man told you when you eat fish, your teeth will come out like pigs. So you refuse to eat fish till date. You eat meat like dogs. You need to reason and understand that we are talking about human lives. We are talking about people's fundamental rights. What you don't want South Africans to go through in other countries, don't ever wish it for anybody in that your country. The stupidity of these South Africans, they want to pretend and act as if we are all stupid. If you decide to retaliate, do you think your people will survive? Because you are lazy, you don't travel. Because you are lazy, you don't want to learn. Because you are lazy, you don't want to open your horizon to understand how the world works. Most of you are foolish. I have lived among you people. And you live like dogs in small sheds. These Africans coming to South Africa are the people who basically brought civilization to you black South Africans. The Nigerians, the Ghanaians, the Mozambicans, the Zimbabweans, people from other parts of Africa, they brought civilization to you people. You sit in South Africa and these whites treat you like antelopes. And you come and tell us Ubuntu. Fuck your Ubuntu. You have no intelligence to lead any black South African. You think this is politics as usual? You think this is what you can use to win political points? We are talking about a government that is empowering foolish people to go after their fellow Africans. Nelson Mandela came to Ghana begging like a child because he needed money to go fight for an election, for the ANC to win power, for you black South Africans to be seen as humans, not to be shot at like dogs. Today you want to prove that you are intelligent than anybody. We are the ones who made you who you are today. The liberty and freedom and that thing you are enjoying in South Africa was because of us. Because if Mandela had not won that election, you dogs would be in the plantations working like dogs. You need to reason up. This is 2026, nigga. You cannot pretend and you people acting like we don't know what is going on in there.
The Ghana response was not necessary because it now creates an impression that we are all like that, when it is a certain section of our society that needs to be contained by law enforcement. And one Ghanaian lady was saying, you see, the problem is, and I wouldn't have taken this option. The problem is we're being beaten in front of the police and the police are not doing anything. That's the problem. And when this opportunity came for me to leave, I left because if the police can't defend me, it means the state is in agreement with the people who are beating me. President of Ghana should have given us, some time to really deal with this matter. We don't think Ghana responded in a manner that really reinforces dialogue and diplomatic engagements. It actually creates a very bad extreme.
I don't get it. When you people say, like, the government of Ghana acted quickly, I don't know what exactly you guys are trying to mean. And the fact that you guys are requesting that there should be, diplomatic dialogue when people are being beaten. There's this guy who came yesterday, bro. This guy took off his shirt, and if you look at the guy's skin, the only crime this guy committed is that he saw a South African stealing from someone and decided to alert the person to be, be careful. That be all. Like, you guys literally saw people doing this particular thing for years now. It's not like the first time South Africa is behaving this way. It has been going on for a long time, and they are known for doing some of these things. I mean, Malema is one of those people where they make sense in South Africa, whether you like it or not. He's one of the few people you see making sense in front of a camera. I mean, for this one alone there, I disagree with him.
I'm telling you.
Because I don't know how long this thing was supposed to go on before you people wake up and defend people, like foreign people in your country. You see a video, South Africans are looting from people just because they are foreigners. And police will be there. Don't say anything. All these things, you think that Ghana should have waited.
Why?
And to make everything worse, they were even alleging that the Ghanaians that came, only 10 of them were legal. Not knowing about 80% of them, all of them were legal. Only 20% of them were illegal. And I'm sure they were the people who were pardoned from the prison. Now you dear boko. All the people that are there in South Africa, let them come back to their country. From there, you see the way people treat you people, South Africa.
Yes, sir. We have yes, sir.